Dear white people, white women in particular, but white people in general, and if you're not white, please feel free to listen. I don't think that you really realize how frustrating it is to be in any kind of a space with you because you suck up all the air in the room and don't want us to have any. And yet we breathe anyway. We thrive anyway. And it seems to upset you. But that's because we're magical. Black people are magical. I say it all the time. I truly believe that. And I think that you know it. And that's part of the jealousy that in general white people have about black people, which wants to hold us down, keep our history out of the books.
I don't know why they always say that their history is being kept out of the books. We all had to endure Black History Month during all of our school years. We learned about Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, all of the Black history.
Not want us to shop in your store after we spend $600. Not want us to play roles that we are magnificently wonderful at.
And how many Black people are celebrities in Hollywood? So many. Nothing is holding them back. Oprah Winfrey, Beyonce, Queen Latifah. I can go on and on and on.
It is difficult. And then you call yourselves our ally, but we know that you don't even understand what that means. And I say it's not because you are well, some of you are not intentionally racist. You are not intentionally being unkind, but I know, and I've learned this from the one white woman that I feel safe around, that you, and I've heard it from many white women, but you were raised to be nice, not to be kind, not to be caring, not to up-level all people, but to be nice and to get along and to do what the man said for you to do. And we don't live like that. And I don't understand it and I don't want to participate with it. I just think white people need to be better. And being better means being more internal and connected with your inner selves, your inner lives, that part of you that is your intuitive guidance, that part of you that is the goodness and the kindness that you were born with, but has been manipulated out of you in order to hold another down. But you can't hold us down. You don't see that yet? I think it frustrates you. But we're good. Black people are good right now more than ever before. But I just ask you to be better. White people, be better. Not for me, not for us, but for yourselves, because the world is changing. Every culture in this country has gained a greater sense of pride. Their crowns are on straight, and you keep looking over there when everybody else is looking at the big picture. You're going to wake up in a world that you do not even recognize because you did not help to participate in it, in its building. But, that's on you. Nothing I can do about it, but I'm just, putting a little message out because I care about everybody.
I doubt that.
I care that the world is a better place because I know that's the energy that we're moving into. Whether you can see it or not, we're moving into a vibration of better, kinder, more compassion. That's where I am. Join me.
If you're white, you will not be able to relate, but I am tired of watching shows because it's all white people. I'm literally scrolling through TV shows, movies, this, and it's all white. It's all white people. Do you know what it feels like to want to watch something and just see just a little bit? I was watching, what did I just start watching? And the only reason why I clicked on it was I'm watching Three Women. Only reason why I clicked on it is because in the Three Women is two white women. Of course, you can't have two black women. That's too much for the society. So it's two white women and the one black woman. And it's talking about their story. I'm literally fast forwarding to the black woman's story because I am so sick and tired. It's quite literally exhausting.
They are replacing white characters with black characters. And that's not good enough. That's not good enough for her.
It's annoying. It's exhausting.
Like The Little Mermaid, and there's more.
I'm bored.
Just imagine being so angry all the time, like you're never happy, even when a whole race of people served you at one time. And even then, when they served you, you were still unhappy.
They think that every single white person in America owned slaves when it was such a tiny, tiny amount. And black people owned slaves too. And the first slave owner was black.
So while they were serving you, you were beating them. You were raping them. You were doing the most heinous, unimaginable things possible to them while they were serving you. And then you came up with this elaborate plan to keep them oppressed over 400 and 500 years. Fast forward, you still have a system that is directly benefiting you and you're still unhappy.
I'm pretty happy. I don't know what she's talking about, a system that's benefiting me too. I don't feel any benefits at all. Not getting any free benefits because I'm white.
You're still unhappy. We only had one black president. That is it. And even he was half white. All your commander-in-chiefs were Caucasian. What more do you want? What more do you want?
It's a predominantly white country. You know, in history, it's always been predominantly white. So yeah, majority of the people are going to be white. But now there's tons of black mayors and, you know, black congressmen, black congresswomen. They're in positions of power left and right, but they just don't care about any of that.
You are very disgusting people. They operate out of hate. You teach your children to operate out of hate.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
You have nothing that you can be proud of. You have no real authenticity. You have no culture at all. And that is the reason why you're angry. Because even though you had everything given to you, essentially what you are, you're nepotism. You're nepotism babies. Because you had a 400 fucking year start. And it's still not good enough. No amount of prayer will help for you. No amount of therapy will help for you. If the devil is real, I'm 100% convinced that you are the direct representation of what the devil is. And that's a hard pill for you to swallow.
Man, she is mean, guys. She is just so mean and filled with hate.
Which is why you are angry. That's why y'all are angry with the black people all the time. Because regardless of what we have endured, we are still shining. We are still the brightest star in the universe. And it makes your asshole itch severely. Every morning you get up, you're trying to figure out why you're handed all of these things. And there's no fulfillment.
We are not handed anything at all.
I think you can answer that question.
Let me explain something to y'all so y'all can make this kind of click in y'all fucking mind. I am a caregiver. The first 5 months of me working at this fucking job, that place averaged a death per month. Okay? That was just the first 5 months of me working there. It's about to be a year. More people have come and gone in that motherfucking place. You want to know the vast majority of people that I care for, that I watch leave this motherfucker frequently? White people.
Look how happy she is about it too.
Specifically, white women. So I said all that to say, white America, y'all are dropping quickly, and I'm literally witnessing it happen. There is no way that there are more of y'all than it is us, okay? Because one thing black folk gonna do is we have our babies. We take care of our babies, okay? Like this melanated womb, even though I don't fucking put mine to use, baby, guess what? They're strong. produce healthy babies, thriving babies, strong genetic having ass babies, okay? Y'all need to stop bullshitting to yourselves about how much of us exists and how little of you exists, because I can guarantee you we're way past 13%, but I also can guarantee you that number is probably closer to your fucking actual fucking status, not ours.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah, these people want us gone. I know it's not all of them, but the majority of them, they do. They want us gone.
black people do not have a history of raping white people. We also don't have a history of selling white people. Even to this day, we do not have a history of colonizing white people's spaces and lands. However, white people still to this day do all the shit I just mentioned.
They definitely have enslaved white people, and they definitely have sold white slaves.
Arrest him. Arrest him now. What are you motherfuckers so damn scared about? Go wherever that fucking slug is existing and drag his ass out, put handcuffs on him, and throw him in a fucking jail cell. What are you afraid of? For God's sakes, are you so fucking scared for your own little personal life that you're gonna let the rest of the country get totally fucked over?
Why don't she take her ass out and do it? She should take herself out and do it instead of trying to get other people to do it. There's so many videos like this of other people telling people to go out and do crazy things like this.
Fuck you too. Democrats, fuck you. There's a handful in there that are actually trying to do something. The rest of you feckless, spineless pieces of shit, we're gonna vote your asses out too. Shame on all you ignorant motherfuckers.
One thing about me is I'm gonna wish death upon people. And you can't do that around the wrong people because they will seriously think you're a bad person. I just think life is too good for some people.
Just so we're abundantly clear, trans women are real women, and trans men are real men. Full stop.
Okay, dude.
So my dating profile says explicitly, no cops, no Trumpers, no Republicans. Which is a lot nicer than the first version of my profile, which said I'd rather fuck an actual pig than a cop. Nonetheless, I went on a date tonight with a guy who was like, oh, I'm a Trumper, and I'm gonna, like, convert you so that you know that, like, I'm not insane. So then because I just wanted, like, 3 free drinks and some wings, I'll be super real with you, I just let this motherfucker talk. 2 things that I learned tonight. This motherfucking Trumper is obviously an idiot. That kind of goes without saying. But secondly, this man is in love, is a chaser. Dolls, you know. That means a man who is obsessed with trans women, fetishizes trans women, not as people, but like fetishizes trans women as like a sexual object. Draw your own conclusions there, folks.
Yeah, because she's not going to say how she came to that conclusion or anything, because I'm sure that guy didn't say anything that would remotely result in that actually being true.
But yes, I spent the evening with this man so I could waste some of his money. Let's just get that out of the way. Racist, anti-Semitic, also a fucking moron, just dumb, just garden variety, organically fucking straight out of his mom, dumb. And while I'm not myself a trans woman, I just think, wow, the onion layers are just, there's a lot of them as a big onion. So if you're a lonely MAGA.
Yeah, once again, she's not going to say how she came to that conclusion or anything, because he didn't say anything like that, but.
Man, and you're out here voting against like the basic human rights of the exact group of people that you desperately want to put your side, bad. And you're wondering like, why are you so lonely? Why don't women seem to want to be with you? It's because of who you are. It's because you lack the regular intellectual intelligence and the emotional intelligence to understand the harms of your thoughts and your actions. And I told him that I don't fuck on the first date. That's a lie. I'm a whore. I don't fuck Trumpers. Trumpers get no from me because it is a stellar one. I was honestly just going to block him, but if he gives me the opportunity, and I hope he does, I'm going to read him the fucking riot act about it. Anyway, thank you for the wings and the drinks, I guess. You deserve to be alone.
Have you ever
Gosh, these women are insufferable. They are horrible.
been in your man-hating era so hard that you're literally like, I don't respect their minds. I don't respect their opinions. I literally can't stand them, but like I've always been sexually attracted to them, but like people keep saying like, wow, you really hate men. Like, have you ever tried dating women? Like,
Man-hating era. I couldn't imagine what would happen to you guys, you men, if you were out here saying this about women. You would be fired from your jobs. You would be ostracized from society.
over and over they keep telling you like, have you ever tried dating women? And you're like, no, I haven't, because I've never even like looked at a girl and thought that they were like sexually attractive. Like maybe I like was like their body's nice in a way of like I would like my body to look like that, but not like I want to touch that.
Like.
And then you're like, well, like people keep saying like, have you ever tried? And it's like, no, I haven't. So like then you go on a dating app and you used to like that you're like attracted to women and you're like, this doesn't feel right, but like let's try it out. And then you like forget about the app for a couple days and then you come back to it and you have like 800, it was like 850 or like 900 like connections or like whatever it is on Bumble where you haven't swiped on anyone yet, but they've swiped on you. And then you literally get overwhelmed and you're like, no, like this literally feels like I'm like lying to people. This feels like I'm like misleading people. Like this does not feel right. And then you go on a date with a man and you're like, yeah, unfortunately, like I fucking hate what's coming out of your mouth, but like I am physically attracted to you. Like I am. And then you cry to your sister and you told her you don't know what's going on, but like you feel like your whole life's a lie and you like have to tell your family that like, you know, you're 31 and now you're like thinking that maybe you were like dating men the whole time and you were just like confused and you have to like worry about like if they'll accept you and stuff. Only to realize that you were straight the whole time. Like men are just the fucking worst. Me neither.
I hope for a matriarchy and that all the men die. Period.
I don't know how this is helping. I don't know what this is doing. I think he just wanted to wear lipstick and wanted to have an excuse to do it.
Couldn't even protest like that if we had a king, so it's kind of a moot point.
I'm going to try to break this down for you in words that you will understand. No have king. No have king. Good. Good. Have president. President not good. President acting like king. Bad. President consolidating power. President not representing the people. We march. We march because we have rights. We march to protect those rights. We march to demonstrate strength in numbers. We march to share common ideals. We no march because we think they're king. We march because we know he not and trying to prevent. Got it?
Here's the plan. Everybody stops working. Every single one of us. The whole world over, we stop working. Because nobody wants to work. None of us want to work. We all just want to do what we want to do all day. We all just want to play. And that might look like what we do for work, but we do it because we want to, because it's fun. So we all stop working. And then we take our quadrillions in collective coin and we spread it around so everyone's rich and we all have plenty of tokens on this playground. And we play all day. We do what we want to do. That's it. There's no authority in the sky. There's nobody making us work. There's no parent up there, no boss. It's all a dream. It's all a story. So since everyone wants to play all day, we do that.
I think everybody would like to just, work for the fun of it and everybody pitches in equally. And, we all just live this happy, merry life. But that's not the case. That is not reality. That's not what's going to happen because not everybody is going to pitch in. Not everybody is going to work as hard as the next person. They are going to sit on their asses while this man is busting his ass, paying for this one to sit on his ass all day. I don't know why these people can't get it through their heads that not everyone is going to put in the same amount of effort. It just doesn't work like that, and it never will.
The amount of white people that dare to tell me that there is no reason for white people to feel guilty because they weren't directly involved with slavery, when every single one of them, especially the ones who dare to comment some dumbass shit like that on my posts, just proves how racist you actually are. All of the people that think that they're not a part of it, that don't contribute, are much bigger contributors than someone that openly speaks about feeling empathy for others and feeling guilt as a white person in America who has contributed to systemic racism just by being born into the system. It's not something that I asked for, it's something that I became aware of. And all of the people that come on here and say that white people don't have a reason to feel guilty, I mean, all you're doing is snitching on yourself. Because you're way more racist than you actually think. Because otherwise you wouldn't be commenting stuff like that. You wouldn't be taking time out of your day to comment on my post. You trying to convince yourself that you don't contribute. You trying to convince yourself that you're not part of the problem. But honey, you are the problem. Because the sooner that every white person can take a deep look at themselves, take a deep look at those around them, then things can start to get better. But until then, you know, every white person that says that they don't have a reason to feel guilty, you're just ignorant. Time to open your eyes.
Yeah, I don't convince myself of anything. I am not guilty of anything at all. I don't care. She says that once all the white people can recognize their white guilt and their systemic oppression, then, you know, the world will be better for it. That's not going to happen. They want reparations. They want land. They want your stuff. See, these people want to do this whole white guilt thing, but they're not giving up their paycheck. They're not giving up their houses. You know, go ahead and just give them everything you got. Why not do that? There you go. Your white guilt is solved. You know, it's abolished. And I doubt that even that would be enough. They're always going to look at the white man as the oppressor. They're always going to try to find an excuse. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. I would really like to know what you guys have to say about this. People at the beginning of the video, man, they are just absolutely rotten, hateful souls, aren't they? If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.